Welcome everybody to my new YouTube channel, Joyful Noise Garage. And on this channel, I'm going to be working on a bunch of different projects. I have a project from a friend of mine from church. It's a 79 Ford F100. Right now it's got an inline 300 and a 3-speed with 275 gears. And what he wants is a 351 automatic and probably better gears to go with that as well. So I'm going to be doing them the favor. He gave me the project so that I could put it up on YouTube. As the name suggests, I am Christian, and this is going to be it's not going to be your stereotypical garage type or automotive type channel. It's going to be a lot more family friendly. I hope y'all will enjoy that. Aside from all the automotive stuff, what you will see on this channel as well is, garage maintenance and house maintenance as well. So, because, a lot of us guys that are mechanics, not only do we fix stuff on vehicles, but sometimes we got to fix our own things. Why pay somebody else to do stuff? And so getting back to this F100, as you can see, my garage is a little crowded here. One of the reasons why I'm going to be excuse me, my garage is a little crowded here, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to be making it all like garage type stuff. I can give you a tour real quick. I am a veteran, so I got some postcards the other year from kids. This is my toolbox, the mess that's in. So, garage upkeep will also be part of it. I got my block here. This is going to be in a future video. I enjoy fishing as well. And I have my kayak here with a bunch of junk on top of it. We got too much stuff. Let's just put it easy that way. We got too much stuff. And this was one of the solutions that I figured to help with storage. So that way, that square footage can go up there, up out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. And yeah. So these shelves here, I built them myself. As you can tell, I'm an inline 300 fan. There's performance parts on that. I have a project truck that's outside. Not a project truck. I have my work truck that's outside that hopefully will become a project truck later, as I plan on for my small business, for my company. I want to get a newer unit, a newer work truck to help me, but something that's a little bit more versatile. So I got the truck. It's good. It's reliable. It gets me to and from the customer. But I'm hoping that in the future it will it will be my next project truck. Here's some wiring from a different project truck that I had here that I got rid of. And this one's gonna be a fun one. 38-gallon fuel tank for my 94 F150. So I am considering also doing an Amazon store. A lot of us DIY people, we don't have a whole lot of money to make high performance cars and trucks, but there are frugal ways to do it. So, and there's a lot of stuff actually on Amazon. So I'm considering opening up an Amazon store with a bunch of go fast parts at reasonable prices. And I want to be purchasing them myself as well. And I know a lot of this cheap stuff, they're not going to be perfect, but I'm going to see about what we can do to modify them to make them work as good, if not better, than the name brand stuff. So, um, so yeah. So, back to that thing. To get started, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a list of the things that needs to get done, because I'm getting older. My memory isn't as good as it was when I was a teenager or even in my 20s. So I need to make a list. Thankfully, when I got my custom license plates with my military service on there, it came with these cardboards. So this will make a nice list, and this will be one project, and then another project, and there's another one there. I'll be doing stuff on my Harley as well. So fat boy for a fat boy. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna go from a 300 to a 351. Standard to automatic. Forgive my spelling. Forgive my spelling. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Okay, so to do this, what I have already done is I've gotten the shifter arm out, so that I can drop the transmission. I've already pulled the drive shaft. So, and I don't have a whole lot of space in here. I'm not a body guy either. I might try to do body stuff in the future. I've always been interested in body, but I'm more of a mechanic, hands-on stuff, moving parts and whatnot, not moving metal. So I'm gonna try to keep this as together as possible. I am gonna have my brother come with me, come over tomorrow to help me take the hood off and hopefully gently place it on the top of the truck without breaking anything, because I really can't afford to, fix something that I broke. But that way we can, that way I can pull the engine and transmission, or just pull the engine out. I'm gonna drop the transmission. I'm gonna separate them, drop the transmission first, and then pull the engine. I already have the automatic here. This is the AOD that we're gonna be putting in. It is not an AODE. It is an AOD. And by the looks of it, let me get that light. Milwaukee light, by the way. Freaking phenomenal. It looks like it's been worked on recently. I'm gonna clean it up and everything before I install it. Maybe even paint it. Excuse me. So that's the AOD. I'm trying to stay away from computers as much as possible. I might consider doing a excuse me. I might consider doing a self-tuning EFI style carburetor on the 351. I have an intake manifold from Amazon that I got my eye on, that so far other YouTubers that I've seen install them have had good reports. So I'm probably going to go ahead and order that here in the next couple of days, so that when I get the 351 from my dad this weekend, I can take it apart, do some servicing, make sure that it's all sealed up good before dropping it in there. So, and then it's an E5 motor, so I got to take the lower manifold off so that I can put on the carburetor manifold. which I'm not gonna make this truck. Sorry, I'm not gonna make this truck too spicy. You know, it's gonna have kind of a mild to mid, horsepower flavor, and make it drivable and fun. Is the big thing. And they want to use it. They don't want it to be so powerful that they're gonna get a ticket every time they go out, and I don't condone that either. If you want to go fast at the track, or at least somewhere that there's nobody around. Some back roads, and that way that if anything bad happens, it only happens to you. Only you have to suffer with the consequences. So, so to pull the 300 out, we're gonna have to remove wiring. Remove radiator. I've also drained fluids too. So, and my penmanship is bad, so just bear with me. I've already drained the fluids too, minus the transmission. I could not find a drain hole for the transmission. I've already drained fluids, so that I just done simple stuff for now. But a lot of the big stuff you're gonna get to see me do here. There's even pulling the drive shaft, 2 U-bolts, and it pops out and it slides out and everything. It's fine. So we got to move the wiring out of the way, remove the radiator. After that, we have some accessories we got to take off. I'm going to be taking, this truck does have AC. So I'm going to move the AC aside, along with the power steering. So, then separate engine and transmission. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and rip them out and install the new stuff and see what we need from there. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of this list done today in this video. Probably not splitting the engine and transmission, but I'm probably gonna try to remove a lot of the wiring and getting the radiator out of the way, so we have more room and more space to safely pull the engine and transmission. Because the less parts that we have to replace, the better. I mean, this is a budget build. I don't know exactly what the budget's gonna be. My friend does have a little bit of money to put into it, and which we already have. We found that AOD transmission that we got. It was a steal of a deal. It looks like it was rebuilt recently. There's even a Felpo gasket on the oil pan for the transmission, which that in itself is a big plus. Because if that transmission is good and we don't have to mess with it, that's just a win. And I like it when I love wins. Winning is fun, and I love it when everybody gets to win. So. Also, what I'm hoping to do with this channel is I'm wanting to do some first-person wrenching, if you can say. I was gonna try to do that. I wanted to make that my YouTube channel name, along with a different one. But first-person wrenching was already taken, so I don't want to, pull away from somebody else as like, oh, I already had that name one time. I try to be fair. That's my whole thing is I try to be fair to everybody. And that's all I ask in return. Be fair, be good to people, be nice. But yeah, so so I have my chest mount, my chest mount. I have my harness for the chest. I'm kind of a goofy person. So you'll probably hear me say I'm gonna put you in the Iron Man position, because Iron Man has that that arc reactor or whatever on his chest. So when I say that, that's what I mean. Like, I'm gonna put you in the Iron Man position, so you're gonna be on my chest, or even the vision position, which is my forehead. So. So for later on, why I'm saying it, I'm a Marvel fan. My wife's a DC fan. But yeah, we're not gonna be getting into the interior or anything. It's actually pretty decent. It does look like the seat does need to be reupholstered, which my friend did say he was probably going to take the Mustang seats that I have here, get them reupholstered, and then I'll install them later. But otherwise, the interior is actually pretty good. I could talk and talk and talk, but I also need to get to work. So let me go ahead and get you chest mounted and get it propped up. Start pulling wires and everything to start pulling this motor and transmission. Cool? Alright. Okay. There's the list. There's the truck. Alright. So, the other thing that I've already done also is remove the battery. We don't need to start any fires prematurely. So, okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is start off with removing this radiator. So I've already drained the coolant earlier. It's real nice that the bucket is this truck is tall enough that the bucket slid right under there, and I was able to drain the coolant from a drain that it has down there. Looks like there's a couple of screws that hold this shroud in place. I gotta get this hose here out of the way, which, not gonna lie, it feels kind of crusty, so gotta move that out of the way. Oh, I also gotta pull fuel line. But we'll go through it together. I didn't even see this thing came off. Okay, so let's get started. Hey guys, I'm back. Back again. David's back. Tell your friends. Sorry, I can resist. Anywho's, okay. So I found a good way to prop up the camera here in the engine bay. And because next I'm going to be going ahead and remove the starter. Probably this ground cable over here. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get that exhaust loose from that from the pipe or from that flange. And if it breaks, it breaks. So it's not like we're gonna be using it again. And yeah, well, it's gonna be the next guy's problem. Ni modo. Okay. So did a little bit more work off camera while I took my break. So she's pretty much ready to go. So this is my first day on the my first full day working on this truck. The only other things that I've done on this truck was like real simple stuff: drain coolant, drain engine oil, take the shifter off, the shifter lever on the transmission. That was about it. So today, got the radiator out, the alternator is disconnected, the starter is out, the pipe over there, surprisingly those nuts came off, and the exhaust pipe is out, the fuel system is disconnected, all the wiring, there was one wire that went behind the back of the block over to another sensor that's toward the rear of the block. I had to reach back there, and it's just one of the sensors, actually this one right here, that it just kind of like presses on. Then I had to fish it back around this side. I zip tied that out of the way. I got the AC compressor off and zip tied out of the way, and the power steering pump as well. So So long as those don't move too much, they should stay out of the way. As far as when the engine goes in, I don't know. So there was another ground wire over here, as you can see right there, that I had to get loose. I got the rest of that wiring loose. The connector that was right there, it had it was a little tricky. It actually had two clips on opposite sides. I just grabbed two screwdrivers, pried them open, and pulled back, and it slipped right off, which is very lucky. So I'm pretty much just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I got the engine compartment done today. The only thing that I got left really to do is to remove the clutch linkage down there on the frame, and then the transmission cross members and whatnot. And if I would have like kept at it all day today, I probably could have had the engine and transmission out of here pretty easy. And honestly, I'm going slow and I'm taking my time. So I was in the military, so you know that old adage, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I kind of go by that, and it works out pretty well for me. So my brother is gonna come in the morning. He's gonna help me remove the hood. I took the ground clamp off over there. We're gonna take this this hood off, flip it over, and put it on the hood. I got a moving blanket to protect the roof of the truck. So yeah, we're moving along quite well. So yeah. So yeah, pulling it on these old trucks, pulling an engine, pulling a transmission, it really doesn't take that much or take that long to do. So long as you know what you're doing and you remove minimum components. You don't have to completely remove everything. Alternator didn't have to come off. Didn't have to take off the distributor or disconnect any of the wires. They can all stay like that. Honestly, it'll be better like that for the next person. Any hardware that I could put back on it would be better for the next person. But as far as this engine goes, clutch linkage, the mounting bolt, where it mounts to the transmission, and the motor mounts. Once I get those things off, it should come off. So tomorrow, hood, transmission, and probably engine, complete removal. All right, stay tuned. We're back at it. Off camera this morning, went ahead and got the hood removed so I can pull the engine when I'm ready. But just like I said yesterday, I'm gonna be working on getting that clutch linkage removed. I'm gonna support the back side of the engine, and then I'm gonna get everything ready to remove the transmission. So I actually have a motorcycle jack that I've used as a transmission jack before. It works out okay. My only thing is I don't know if the transmission is gonna slide out from under the truck afterwards, but we'll get that figured out. All I gotta do is raise up one side and slide it out, so we'll figure it out. So come follow me. Okay, so hood's up there, blanket in place to protect it mostly. Okay. Okay. I got you in a bad spot. Okay, I hope you can see that. So here's the clutch linkage. It's bolted up right here. So one easy step we can do, which I'm blocking the light right now. Okay, I'll get this disconnected here in a second. But we need to disconnect it from here. The spring needs to come off too, which looks like it's just wired in over here off of the proportioning valve for the brake system. So let me snip that so I can release the spring, get it out of the way, and probably won't need it anymore. We'll snip that and then work on getting this removed. Work on getting this removed. And then we got this cross member to remove too, which you know what, I'm probably just gonna time lapse this anyways, so just follow along as I go along with this, okay? Okay, so I think I figured it out, how I'm gonna get this out. So if I remove the transmission, from the bell housing itself. So it's just the gearbox that comes out of it. That'll actually make it a lot smaller and make it a lot easier. Excuse me. That'll actually make it a lot smaller and a lot easier to slide out from underneath the truck. I already got the cross member for the transmission pulled out of the way, and moved out of the way. Now the engine and transmission is kind of sloping downwards. I try to get it down as low as possible in hopes that because I was thinking of pulling both at the same time, and usually when you pull an engine transmission together and you don't have something to cover where the drive shaft goes into at the slip yoke, usually all the fluid leaks out. So I try to get it to lean as far back as possible to see if any fluid comes out. Not a drop. So I supported it there for a second, got the cross member out of the way, got my motorcycle jack underneath it, and the best solution I could find was remove the gearbox from the transmission gearbox from the bell housing. Leave the bell housing there on the engine transmission, or on the engine, and possibly remove the engine with the bell housing, or as soon as I have the bell housing, or as soon as I have the transmission out of the way, then I can remove the bell housing and remove it a lot easier. But the bell housing, I don't believe will make that big of a difference to remove the engine, because there's plenty of room to go forward. Even if I did this, that gives me a little bit more space. So but yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go underneath the truck, and I'm gonna get those 4 bolts that hold the transmission to the bell housing, and I'll see if I can yank on it to get it to split. And I have the transmission jack, or the motorcycle jack, to act as a transmission jack to catch it after I slip it out, and from there I'll drop it down. I'll drop it down from there, and I'll probably have to get it off of the motorcycle jack and slide it on the ground to get it out. So let's do that. Okay, so I believe I got it figured out. My elbow's killing me. Anyways, so there had to be some way to hook it up. I already got the bolts loose from the motor mounts. I'm gonna leave the bell housing in place for now. I picked up this engine hoist chain. over here, and I got it here at the front of the block on one corner and at the back of the block on the other. So this chain's actually pretty neat. You can like adjust the chain wherever you need it. The lifting bracket there, anywhere you want on the chain. That way you can get the right angle and everything. I thought I saw a lizard. Anyway, so I got some stuff moved around, which actually I need to move this dolly outside too, so that I can move the so I can set the engine on there. And then again, it might not. Last time I remember, I was not able to get the engine off of the dolly, or off of the engine hoist. I had to do some foolery there. I think I had to do something. I can't remember what, but I'll figure it out. And that way, the engine is not just stagnant somewhere in the garage. And if it is just stagnant somewhere, then at least, I can get it out of the I'll at least set it up so that it's out of the way. That's what I'm saying. So I'm beat. Let's get this engine out of here. Well, you can say disaster averted. I'm an Air Force guy. Leave me alone. Yeah, so that I'm gonna throw a picture in there, but that turned out very, very sketchy. Thankfully, my older brother is in town. I actually had my wife rescue me initially, because I was actually keeping the engine from actually falling over, and keeping it from crushing myself, the truck, and the house all at the same time. My wife was able to let it down enough to the point to where it wasn't as dangerous. It was able to support itself with the weight of the truck and whatnot. It had better geometry with as good a geometry we can get without it falling over and whatnot. Then I called my older brother. He came over. He supplied some of the counterweights, and And what do you call it? I helped with lifting the back end of that. Excuse me. I helped with lifting the back end of the motor up, and with me lifting and his counterweight, we're able to skate it right on out of there, and sort of say. So now engine's out, transmission's out. There was one casualty. The grill was kind of already jacked up. I'm gonna be honest. The grill was already kind of jacked up, so I'm not even sure if my buddy will know the difference. So, but yeah. Not that I'm not gonna tell him. I am gonna tell him what happened. I'm gonna send him the picture that I took, which I'm probably gonna end up using as my clickbait thumbnail. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, but yeah, engine's out, transmission's out. It should be a lot easier to put in the 351 than it was pulling this thing out, because this thing is a lot longer than the 351. So, what we're gonna do next, the 351 should be here tomorrow, I'm hoping. But what we're gonna do next for now is degrease. And but yeah, actually there's not a whole lot to degrease. So but yeah, that'll be the next video. It'll be degreasing this and maybe dropping the 351 in here. We'll see. All right, see y'all in the next one. God bless. How's it going?
I am well. Yourself?
Good.
How's the baby?
Well,
there is none. Everything is gone. Awesome.
Yeah, I got the transmission over there.
Sweet.
And the engine's on the other side of the filing cabinet over here.
Cool. That's cool.
So I managed to get it all ripped apart in 2 days.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Good work.
So,
Good work.
Yeah. So I do have a moving blanket here. So
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. It's not perfect anymore, and I like it better. That way you're not afraid of getting scratches anymore.
Or driving.
Yeah, or driving it. Yeah.
Well,
it's not gonna be a trailer queen. It's gonna be pulling a trailer.
Well, I'm kind of glad you said that, because it got a little dicey earlier.
Did it?
Yeah. So.
Oh.
I had trouble getting the engine out. The truck lifted up too much, and I ended up having to lift the motor myself to get it over the hump. And yeah, it got very dicey. I actually had to have my wife save me.
And I was at home this afternoon.
See, yes. I wasn't. I didn't know if you had to work today or not.
I did, but they let us out early, so.
Okay. My wife was able to save me.
Good.
And then my brother helped me get it the rest of the way from here. So.
And I was going to tell you, if you need help, let me know and I can plan it out to come and help you. So I know it's a big task, just because of the weight and things like that. You know?
Yeah. But the good thing is it really didn't do any damage or hardly anything.
I don't see anything. Yeah.
It was like right here. Yeah.
And it was already.
Yeah, it was already kind of banged up.
I've been thinking of getting another one, so it's no big deal.
So.
It's no big deal. That's awesome. It's empty.
Yeah. I bet your boy's gonna like that, seeing
yeah.
that, and they're like,
Yeah.
it's finally going.
He wanted to come and see it, and he's like, but I gotta go to the party, and I gotta get the gifts ready from work. I was like, don't worry, I'll go and see it. And then, of course, now there's a hole in the middle for the transmission.
Yeah, for the shifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm planning on doing,
What do you think?
the linkage that's on this one,
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking, because there's something similar to it
Okay.
by Low Car,
Okay.
but it's like $500 and it's meant for the AOD.
Okay.
And it's the same sort of setup. So I want to see if I can rig that one up to this one,
Cool.
and then you still have the same
The same
shifter.
Yeah, it'll be the same. So who cares? It's just
Yeah.
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 That'd be cool.
Yeah, and the
We would have
geometry.
to probably, or I don't know, depending, probably not the same hole, but we could make another hole. No big deal.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be the same hole.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to shoot for, is the same hole.
Okay.
And I'm thinking,
Because I was even thinking, trying to look for a shifter from up here, the linkage and everything, like switching out the for an automatic.
well, let me see how it goes with this,
Yeah,
and then we'll figure that out.
Yeah. No worries.
But
Whatever you think is best.
I got a feeling it's gonna. I got a feeling it's gonna work, because that linkage is real long, so it might just work on this automatic. So.
Cool. And one other thing I was going to tell you, I did a raffle and I won a GoPro, so you can have another one too.
Oh, really?
So you can have different angles.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring it to you. Yeah.
Cool. I was talking to my brother for like our fishing side of the YouTube, because he has his boat over at Port Mansfield.
Okay.
And I was telling him that you've been wanting to do some fishing and record and all that. And I told him what we needed to go do is go fishing with some live bait over at Port Isabel.
Yeah.
Or something. And because I was thinking we should go for.
Too, so.
Yeah, I was thinking we should go for like the sheep head or something.
Yeah,
so
they're right now they're biting. That's what I heard, and black drum too.
yeah,
So just go down with shrimp, and you could probably get
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So, my brother just took off for the oil field. Was it this week or last week? And he's gonna be gone for like 4 weeks. Okay. So it'll be like middle of
we can plan that.
middle of January.
It'll be fun.
Hopefully by then I might actually have the engine and transmission in here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is degrease it. Which
might as well, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and degrease it, which it's honestly it's not that bad.
Right? Yeah.
So excuse me. I'm thinking a wire brush. I got some degreaser already over there, and I got that mat to clean up.
Just let me know.
Yep. So
and here's the baby.
Yeah, the compressor.
The compressor, for the AC.
The compressor, the power steering. I was able to just move them to the side.
I was thinking, should I look into getting a booster to get a power brake?
Yes. So what I was seeing is that you actually need a bracket and the booster.
Okay.
So and
if you find it, you let me know where I can order it.
Okay. Actually, I already had it picked out. So
okay.
I'll send you the links to order it.
Buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. The other question I wanted to ask for the headlights, did you want to keep them these old school style?
I want to get some LEDs, so you let me know what.
I'll send you the link to the Amazon ones that I found that I think are pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
So,
because I wanted to illuminate better. I mean, these look good back in the 70s. And they're new, I mean, but it's still, I want so it can lit. That way at night you don't worry about, seeing anything. So, yeah. So you'll be able to use this, the compressor with the motor?
I'm gonna try to.
We'll find another compressor that'll fit.
Yeah, we should be able to still use a lot of the other stuff on it. If all else, we might just have to like get like an aftermarket kit.
Okay.
Like Classic Air.
Okay.
And we should be able to tie that into this and.
Because we want AC.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, right now, like it's with my truck over there.
Oh yeah.
Right now is the perfect time to drive it.
Be driving it. Yeah, this is the best time to drive in the valley. Is like the fall, winter time. You don't need AC, but other than that, you won't want to drive it in the summer. So yeah, that's why I like it with the AC to be able to drive it.
Yeah, the only time that it was bad for me driving it during the summer was when I was at a stoplight. Otherwise, with those little wing windows, it was pretty nice.
It helps, but if it's at a standstill, just like this one,
Yeah, just like the Harley.
Yeah, in the summer, if you're at a light and you got a helmet and everything, because I had a scooter, and it was hot. It was hot, so it's a nice one.
Thank you.
I didn't know you had it. I didn't see it last time. You didn't have it.
Yeah, it wasn't here.
It was in here. I don't remember paying attention to it. So it's nice.
Well, there was a bunch of stuff around it too. Yeah. So
it's a nice one. How long have you had it?
2 years. Yeah. 2 years next month. Yeah, it was 2 Christmases ago when my wife got me a bunch of Harley Davidson stuff, and I was like, you got me all this stuff, and I don't got a bike to go with it. She goes, well, go get another one.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't tell me twice, right? It's nice. So yeah, I've been thinking of the lights. I said I need to find some because it's easy for the round ones to find, but the square ones, I've been looking and seeing too.
I found some because Hebronville Fire Department. I've been talking to them about helping them upgrading their headlights as well because they have very low light out there, and they were telling me that they were struggling seeing at night. Yeah. So I was looking for them, and I found some on Amazon that I think look pretty cool. Okay. So I'll shoot you the link so you can see it.
Yeah, I was thinking eventually getting the grill.
Yeah.
Another grill here. And maybe even the bumper, but I said, that's late. Who cares? This way.
It's not too bad.
It's not.
And it's got a little like lift right here, but
because it probably hit on the side, so it bubbled it up. Probably. That's what I'm thinking.
When with the.
It was like that already.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like that. So,
I was gonna say because like I had to lift it up, and when my brother was here, I lifted it up to try to protect the rest of it, and then as soon as I lift up, the whole thing just scooted right out.
Yeah, I think it hit there.
Yeah, it got the license.
It there. Yeah, no big deal.
It got the license plate.
Yeah. It was it was a good place to hit it.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, you saw that I had the 79 sticker. I found it on eBay.
Oh, see?
Nice. It's actually an authentic 79, the little stickers they give you for the license plate. and when I first got the truck, I got those plates, but then I turned it into an antique because it's $80 for 5 years with the antique plates.
Nice.
Yeah, for 5 years, $80, much better for the driving you do. It's like you can drive it around anyway. Cool. And police don't even. It's licensed, it's got insurance, so they don't care.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do an inspection with the antiques.
Oh, no? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so that's why even better. But next year, no more inspections.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Well, next year or the following, 2025, right?
I don't know if it's 24 or 25. Now I'm questioning when you said that. Is it next year or the following?
I think next year is the last year.
Maybe the 25, yeah.
Because they said that there was like no difference with the inspections or not. It's just like, let's just renew the plates.
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, you're going to drive a car and you're going to want to have it legal anyways because the police will stop you if your light is not working. So.
Yeah. So. All right.
Pretty cool. That one, I'll let you see if you can get to your family. I'm sure you've been working hard.
Yeah, I need to go hop in the shower.
But it's nice. Nice to see the progress. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. We might go tomorrow that way to Port Isabel. If you have nothing to do, you want to go that way? Let me know.
My wife's working.
So that way.
Not unless you want me. Not unless you want Faye to come along and she asks 1,000 questions.
My wife would be like, bring her. So I'll let you know if we're out there. If you want to, both of you want to come over, why not?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
My wife loves kids, so do I. So. We have 3 of them.
Yeah.
And one just graduated. Imagine that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
college.
From college.
Yeah, 2.5 years she finished.
You know what I was thinking of? I saw that over in Catula, there's an old 50s Nash Metropolitan. Do you know what those ones look like? It's like a compact car from the 50s. Those were the cars right before they started making them bigger. And because they were supposed to be the economical, they were supposed to be the cars for the wives and all that. But like a lot of the women that do like the pinup stuff, they like those old cars because you paint them up real nice and they're great to like model with. And I've thought about getting something like that because it's a pretty good deal for that car. And I figured, well, if I could paint it up and do kind of like a little resto mod to it, put AC and everything, I was like, I bet it would sell to a woman.
Probably.
Especially if I do like a baby blue or like a pink or something, two-tone white.
Send it to me when you cut it. Yeah.
All right.
And they're working on my black one.
I'll see the Monterey.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. If we can get it going too. So
Yeah. All right.
it'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll see you.